Hello, everyone. My name is Tricia Pedro, the author and creator of Farley's World. I will be reading A Farley Only Knew, written by me, on behalf of the bookshelf. Make sure you read for 15 minutes every day. To my left here, I have Farley. Say hi, Farley. Okay. A Farley Only Knew, written by Tricia Pedro, illustrated by Andrew T. Hudson Phillips. There once was a boy named Farley. Farley wakes up every morning and makes his bed just like his mommy says. Farley loves brushing his teeth every morning. Today, Farley is starting a new school, and that makes Farley feel excited. He thought about how brave he would be on his first day. Farley combed his hair and quickly got dressed. When Farley was all done, he climbs into his car and puts on his seatbelt. Farley's mom drives him to school. Farley was always very brave, but the idea of starting a new school made him a little nervous. When Farley arrived at his new school, he realized that it was much bigger than he imagined. It was even bigger than his house. This made Farley feel very anxious. Farley's mom explained to him that he was going to be okay. She told him how exciting this new adventure would be. Still, Farley did not want to get out of the car. He did not know what to expect. After Farley calmed down, he began to think more clearly. He felt in his heart that his mom and dad loved him so very much. They would not send him somewhere that wasn't safe. Farley's mom walked in school to show him that it was safe. Farley decided to put all his fears aside and enter the halls of his new humongous school. As Farley arrived to his classroom, he did not feel so scared anymore. He now felt excited to see his new friends and his teacher, Mrs. Menendez. Farley quickly hung up his coat and book bag and scurried to his seat. While at school, Farley and his class had circle time and then morning meeting. They went along with their daily routine. Farley and his class had breakfast. They went to gym, and they followed everything Mrs. Menendez said to do. She was very proud of her class. As the day went on, Farley went from one task to the next. His mind began to wander. This was a very long day. Farley took longer and longer to finish his task. Farley began to need lots of reminders. Mrs. Menendez's class always stayed on task. During art, Farley was asked to sit and finish making his mask. This made Farley feel frustrated. Farley wanted to do what he wanted to do, so Farley kicked, Farley screamed, Farley even took off his shoes. I wonder if Farley knew that's not what you do when we send you to school. Farley just couldn't understand why he had to still be at school and not with his mommy and daddy. Deep down inside, Farley couldn't hide. He knew that throwing chairs and tables too was the wrong thing to do. Why, you ask? Because that's not what you do when we send you to school. Farley had these feelings that he just could not seem to put into words. Since he did not tell anyone how he was feeling, no one knew how to help him. Mrs. Menendez felt upset and worried. She thought that Farley might hurt himself, or worst of all, he might hurt one of his friends. Farley felt so upset that his feelings got in the way of how to behave. I wonder if Farley knew that's not what you do when we send you to school. Farley made Mrs. Menendez feel so very sad. She loves her students very much, you see. She wants him to be as good and as smart as she knows he can be. The school has a special friend who comes in to visit with students once in a while. Her name is Mrs. Higgins. She helps with feelings. Mrs. Higgins came to see Farley that day. She reminded Farley to use his words when he feels angry or frustrated. Why, you ask? Because that's not what you do when we send you to school. If you don't use your words to express yourself, no one will know what you're thinking nor how to help you solve a problem. Farley found out that at school there are rules just like at home. Your teacher is like your mom. When you are at school, they teach you fun things that's really, really cool. Farley felt sad and sorry for all that he had done. Farley decided that from that moment on, he was going to be the good boy that Mrs. Menendez knew he could be. He fixed his mistakes with all it would take. Farley said 3 small but powerful words, "I am sorry." He cleaned up all the mess that he had made. Farley quickly learned the best lesson of all. That's not what you do when we send you to school. When you are at school, there are rules just like at home. You have to be your best self and treat people the way you want to be treated. Farley went home and told his family all about his day. Farley's family felt so proud of him. The end.
Read 15 minutes a day.